Hello, friends, and welcome to Gardening with Carol. It's time to do a recap of my first year as a gardener, and it's been a very fun experience, and I learned a lot, as you're supposed to, I guess. I have tried to gather a timeline when I just started and how it's move along and my harvest and stuff like that. So we can take a look at that before we talk about next year's garden. So here you go. Yeah, I am very, very happy with all of this, my journey. It's been amazing. It was overwhelming. I wasn't prepared of everything coming in and what to do with it. I'm kind of locked in on certain dishes, Swedish dishes and American dishes. Um, so I wasn't prepared how I'm going to use all of this. We have given away a lot. We could have given away a lot more. But yeah, overwhelming, and I'm going not to do that this year. I'm going to take it down quite a bit. And my mistakes, it's the tomatoes didn't work, and I have talked about this in previous videos of why. So I'm going to give this a new try, but I also found a place for them. I'm going to have tomatoes, cucumbers, and I think green beans or sugar snap peas on the wall here, the opposite of the grill, the smoker and the grill. On that wall I'm going to put up a trellis and have like the soil and the plants. So I'm going to have not much, but a little bit of each. And the sun is there all day long, so I think that is a good place. It's not that windy like it is out in the open. So that's my plan. And what kind of tomatoes and stuff like that, I don't know. I'm going to keep on with the bell peppers in here, back in this outer room, because that worked great. I'm not going to plant aubergine because I don't use it that much, and yeah, I'm just not going to it. I'm going to do a bunch of different bell peppers, maybe a chili or two, I don't know yet, but that is my plan. And out there, the potatoes, we can talk about that. I shouldn't have picked them up at once, because they last in the soil much longer. But we got that disease, the potato mold disease. So the foliage got black, and I got panicked. But if I had read up, we should have just taken off the greens and tossed them in the woods or something, or composted at the compost station. And the potatoes could have been left in the ground. That would be much better. So next year I'm going to do that. And I'm going to half the amount of potatoes, because it was a bit much for us. It's fun to give away too, but I think I want to have more space for other things I'm going to plant. I have done a very roughly sketch of the garden. So this is how it's out here. So here is the pallets, and here is the middle there where I dug up. So I'm going to move, potatoes was in this one, I'm going to move them here, and I'm going to half it here. I'm going to have garlic here. I'm still going to have salad and herbs here, because it's easier for me to go out and pick when I cook. And here is going to be zucchini. Zucchini is the best thing I have actually had this year, because I love zucchini, and you can do so much with it, and you can freeze it, and you can, it's a usable vegetable for summer and winter. And here I'm going to have onion, yellow and red, and a little bit of green leek. They weren't big, but it was a lot, and yeah, I don't know, it was too much. And what I'm going to focus about next year, I'm not going to plant any cabbage stuff, because we got invaded of those oh my goodness, cabbage worm that ate everything. And I know you can protect with nets and yeah, you know what I mean. But it was too much for me. I am a bit scared when it gets too much of some animals or insects and stuff like that. And I just, it wasn't fresh at all. So I'm not going to put down cauliflower and cabbage and broccoli this year, because next year, because I want the garden to be fun, not something that I need to stress out about too much, because I am not well. So this, I don't want to put pressure on myself that if I don't do this, this would happen, and stuff like that. So I decided I'm going to focus more on underground vegetables. Like I actually wrote it down. Rutabaga, I don't know, parsnip, celeriac, um, and beets and carrots. We eat a lot of that too, so I'm going to do that. We have our strawberries here. Maybe we will move them to another place, but they are here now and they can be there. But here is going to be the the root vegetables. So that is my plan. And of course, radishes, celery, I mean green onion, but not as much as I did this year, because we are only 2 people, so we don't eat that much. And like the beets, I love beets, but we don't eat it that much. So I need to learn how to can pantry stable. And I'm a bit scared of the pressure canner. I don't know why, because you just don't eat it if it's not okay. But I've heard stories like you can get really sick if you do it wrong and stuff like that. But so that's a project I'm going to start next year. I'm going to try to learn as much as I can, because I did a refrigerator pickle on the beets and the cucumbers, and so they are in the fridge and they are delicious, but we don't eat it as much as I thought, and that can be many different reasons why. This is my first year, so I don't think I was prepared on what's to come. Other preparations, I have got my first garlic. I'm waiting for more, and they are going in now in November. And this is the best thing for me. We eat so much garlic, so my braid is going to be out really quick. So I'm going to focus on garlic the most, actually, because that's the thing we use the most. I had my tomatoes and all of that stuff that you start growing inside. I had them in the cellar this year, but we have a room down there. It's an old bathroom that they have just started to tear down. So in a couple of weeks, we are going to have a carpenter here, a plumber. So we are going to fix that room up. It's not big, but it's perfect for me to have my plants, my starters and stuff like that. So the cats don't get in and eat them, because they love that. And I am so excited. I am going to have my own little green room. So we're going to have the electrician here to put on some heat and lights. And I'm going to just have my little room that I can enjoy the starting projects. So that's really fun. And I'm not going to be scared of heat and cold and stuff like that. I'm going to have a little fan on them, and I'm going to do it right this time, I hope. So, it's been wonderful, but a bit stressful for me. I am a kind of person that have a lot of pressure on myself to do it right. And the garden for me is supposed to be a therapeutic calmness. And this year, not so much, because I wanted to do perfect and stuff like that. And I'm not a professional. I'm not going to be one. I just want to plant seed and get it to grow. And flowers, I am not a flower person. It's beautiful to look at, but I'm not that much for it. But I know it's good for the environment, the pollination and stuff like that. So I'm going to look up what I like and what fits out here in all of the other things. But I'm going to do a more flower kind of garden too. And in the corner down there in the grass in the corner, we are going to do a meadow, a small meadow, but we're going to have a meadow there, just because help the insects more, or what you call. And corn. Corn. I'm going to put corn down this time too. I want to at least once pick corn and grill. That would be great. That would be a side challenge that could be fun to do. And if I succeed, I mean, the favorite thing I've eaten from America is corn chowder. That is so delicious. But it is best if you have fresh corn to do the stock and stuff like that. So that would be great to have a little bit more for that too, once. Yeah, I am babbling along. You know me, I'm not comfortable with this. But I think I got most of the things. The room downstairs, I'm going to do a video before and after and stuff like that. So you can see how, but you know, I'm going to film next year's garden too. So now it's the garlic. That's the first thing. I'm going to buy fertilizer and do the boxes or the pallets nice for them so they can grow big and strong. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want to. And I will see you next time. Bye.